Okay, think I'm live. Let me get this going on my computer or on my phone so I can see what's going on. Hello to anyone that's there. Your channel. There it is. Oh my gosh, I got to turn that off. Hold on. I certainly don't want to listen to myself. Okay. Hi, everyone. We're going to sit and wait a few minutes and see if anybody shows up. Again, don't know what's going on out there in YouTube world. I know I can't go back to YouTube world is a huge thing, and I want to start using some of this and put some of it away. So I wanted to come on and share with you guys the wonderful vintage goodies I found yesterday. I started going to this vintage sale last year, right as COVID started, and then we all got stuck in our homes and everything closed down. And I had purchased a bunch of stuff from this gentleman. Was it before COVID? Trying to think because I know I sold the books and stuff in my sale. Um, and he kind of, as he goes through stuff, he pulls out more things for me and more books. And when I went, I think, was it yesterday or the day before? See, I can't even remember my days anymore. I'm so crazed. Hi, Sandy. How are you? So I literally don't know what day it is half the time or what I did 5 minutes ago. Um, and then I forget completely what I'm talking about. It was so hot when I went the other day, and I got to remember to talk low because it gets really loud. It was so hot. I was literally melting while I was going through these books. So I will be going back again. And every time I go, he has some more goodies. And I kind of eased up on what I was getting because, I like to wait to see what else he can bring out. So, hi, Nix. How are you? Hi, Jamie. How are you? And I'm sure there's things going on in YouTube world, but right now there's things going on here in YouTube world. So I'm going to show you the goodies that I found, the vintage goodies that I found, and then I'm going to show you some amazing goodies that I found at the dollar store. Some different things we can use and some different things I'm going to try, and then hopefully we're going to do a little bit of crafting and chatting because I miss all you guys and I miss chatting with everyone. I'm finally feeling a little better. Were you not feeling good, Jamie? I'm sorry. Between work, all week and this crazy summer schedule, I have not been able to keep up on anything. I'm lucky if I get near Facebook to see anything that's going on. My life is just too crazy for that, and I've told everyone that. But I'm glad you're feeling better. Yes, I don't like when anybody's sick. I don't like to be sick. I don't like when my children are sick. So yeah, it's not a good thing when anybody's not feeling well. I've had my fair share this year, so I completely understand. Oh, yep, been there. Hi, Mads. How are you? I've had pneumonia for yeah, I had it and it put me in the hospital because I didn't even know I had it. So, of course, I'm prone to getting it again. But yes, I've had this weird cough now for, 2 weeks and I'm not liking it. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep an eye on it and be very careful. Good. I'm glad you're good. How is everybody enjoying this wonderful weather? And I'm pretty sure most of us are having it. I don't know if it could get any hotter, where your skin is like melting off. I don't enjoy my skin melting because that's what it feels like is like it was pouring into my eyes and all down my face and I just couldn't even take it anymore. So too hot. Exactly. Where are you, Jamie? It is way too hot. I think you told us before, but again, I have really bad memory lately. I'm calling it this new thing called COVID brain because I swear I just can't remember anything. The 80s and 90s. Ooh, you too, Sandy, huh? Oh, I don't want winter. Oh, that's right. You're in Colorado. It's raining here in GA. Yeah, we need a lot of that here. Can you send it that way? Send it this way. And I'm sorry, I'm drinking my iced coffee. It's been over 100. Oh, yeah, we get that humidity, here in Chicago. my Chicago accent, as everybody says. It comes out, I guess, when I say that word, but I don't think I have an accent. Yeah, I remember going and visiting my sister in Arizona, and it was 112 one day. Even though it's dry heat, ladies, I don't care. 112 is hotter than I don't know, but she was in the store paying for something, and I wanted to go sit outside and wait, and there was like this brick seating thing um all around this tree, and I sat down, and I swear I sat on a hot grill. I don't think I ever got up so fast in my life. So yeah, it was not good. So you guys want to see my goodies? Because I'm excited. And I'll explain as I go. So I may have to go back and visit him maybe tomorrow and get the rest of this one collection, and I'll explain why when I show you guys the books. Um, and there's more down here in the bag, but I just put some stuff on the table. So I'm going to move some things out of the way so I can show you one at a time what I got and have some room here. So if you hear a big thump or anything, it's just me because I've tripped over the bag 5 times now because I just don't pay attention to anything. So I got this cool, and I keep asking him to find the farm ledgers for this farm. Find the farm ledgers. I want the ledgers. You want to see? Okay, here it comes. So this is, I love music stuff. Like I said, between my allergies, asthma, and the weather, you guys, I have a terrible cough. I will try not to cough, but when I get talking, it makes me cough. This is like to write music in, and I thought it was really cool, and it is copyright 1939. There's no pictures in it, so yes, you can use the pages. I don't think you can copy these. I don't know what the problem would be in copying like the blank ones, but because it's not out of copyright, I'm going to say you can use the pages, which is what I'm going to do. But I do like that there are some pages that have music written on it, because I like to use those too because they're just cool in journals and stuff. See you in my dreams. I do know, I believe they are, his great grandfather is from Germany, and he collected a lot of books, and usually his signature is in all of the books. And there is some in German, which I love. I think the few that I sold at my sale were in German. At least I believe it's German, yes. So this one's got some writing in it, but then what's nice is, I think it's right here. It's got all these blank pages, which I just think are so cool. And you can just pop this off and take these out. I love this edge, which will be the edge that I will use coming out of the journal. So the paper is really nice. I learned a lot about paper. I still have about a gazillion things to learn about paper. Same with laces, same with fabrics. I don't know a lot about fabrics. I do know basic ones, but I'm learning, and you guys can help me along. Anybody that knows something that I don't, please tell me. I can't tell you what this is. I can just tell you that it's really nice paper. I think stuff that isn't published has different copyright laws. I think you are okay because it's personally written. Thank you, Jamie. Hi, Lori. How are you? So I really like this because it has blank pages in it. And I was going to say, if I get too long talking on something, let me know. I usually don't, because we all know I talk super fast and I go through things super fast. But this one was one of them. It's really cool. I'm going to show you this real quick because I don't know. This is what makes me think. Well, I know I want to say German, but this was money. There is a date way down here in this teeny tiny writing. And I'm blind, so I put it under my magnifying over there with the light, and I could read some things, but I cannot read this date that's on here. It's the early 1900s. If any of you ladies know, I'm not even going to try and say any of this because I will sound silly. So if any of you know what it is, I do know it's money. At least I believe it's money. It looks like money to me. So that was really cool. I really like that. And I will probably make copies of this just because I think it's really cool. And you'll hear me say really cool a lot because I think things are really cool. I did find this very old, I want to call it a ruler. It looks like a ruler, 8-inch ruler. I know it's older, and Michelle collects rulers, so that's going to her because she collects rulers. I got that. Um, these are 1934 rook cards, and most of them are in sleeves, single cards in sleeves. I don't know who would go through all that to put a single card in every sleeve, but we all like the rook cards and stuff because they have the numbers on them. And then it's got some funky bird. I don't know what that is. It's got some funky bird picture on it. Maybe that's a rook. I don't know. Yeah, it says rook card. 8968. They're even numbered. 202-8968, 1934. So I got a whole stack of those. So love those. You know, we love altering those cards, right, Mags? You love altering playing cards? I know you do. Money. Oh, the money's Italian? Okay, see? I just learned something new. Thank you, Sandy. And then I thought these would be great. I almost didn't take them. He's like, are you going to leave me with this stuff? And I did leave a bunch of these cards because I would never use them, but I never thought to grab them because there's probably ladies out there that would use them. It just wasn't my style. But these are matchbook covers, and they're all from where these places were. I'm guessing hotel, restaurant. I don't know the year on any of them, but again, they're all, I know they're old. They're all in their own little sleeves, which I think is, I don't know. I don't know who would go through all this to put each one in their own sleeve, but I thought they would be really cool as like tabs and stuff on pages or little flip ups with things underneath them. So I got a whole bunch of those, which are really cool. This one might have to get covered. I'm not really a red girl. Bogios, rotisserie. I mean, look at the old picture. Just, you can tell the picture is really old. This one is Yellowstone Park Company. So yes, I got a pile of those, which I think are awesome. I know you do, Max. You like altering those playing cards. And then there were two, it says Easter. The only thing I don't know is they didn't put the year on here. But judging by her bathing suit, and that bathing suit, I'm guessing it's you know, early 1900s, and there's not even a date or anything on the back of the cards. This one's Easter, and they're both holding real bunnies. Just look at the house in the back, but look at the hats and stuff. I remember my mom doing that to me and my sister, me and Shell, and you should see me. I have the biggest sour puss face on, holding my Easter basket like it was the worst Easter ever or something. All right, and then we have all these beautiful, I'm going to try and separate them. That's a little booklet. This is a card. I think this is a little booklet. This is a card, 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 and this is like my favorite one, so we're going to put that on the top. So there were a bunch of, this is like when you're invited somewhere. I remember these. I don't know what they're called. Somebody tell me what they are because I don't want to say and get it wrong. But it says die cut and embossed. And it says Herman Kappelman. And then it's got a signature. And this is embossed and die cut like it says. But it is just, I want to know how they did this back then. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. And then there's this one that is, it says it's a postcard as well. This isn't embossed or anything. Where the springtime past wine. Yeah, I don't need to read it, but it doesn't say a year or anything on here. Some of them have the stamps. A lot of them are from 1912. So I'm guessing that's probably around the era of most of them. This one is embossed. And again, it says, Jenna from Alma. Boomgardner. That's it. That's how they talk to each other. I was like, okay, well, that says a lot. You just send a blank postcard to people. Let's see if I'm missing anything in chat. Nope, nobody's talking. Sowing the seed. This is actually a little booklet, but it's still really pretty. I love it's like Proverbs in here, which I love Proverbs. And I love the purple flowers. And this is also embossed, and it has like the gold all around it. It's really pretty. So I love this. I think it's so cute that these are all in their own separate little sleeves and stuff. And then here's another Easter one. This one's also embossed. This one's from 1912. Hello, John. Don't eat too many eggs for Easter and keep the chicks on the other side. Okay. This is from 1912. Love the 1 cent stamp. This one actually says 1 cent. And it says Master John. I'm not going to try and say his last name, but he should not have eaten too many eggs, and he should keep his chicks on his own side of the yard, I'm guessing. This is another one of my favorites. This says embossed and hand tinted. So I don't know if this person made cards or knew. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just know it's old. It's so it's the it's so deep, and I just love the colors. And then it's got like all embossing in here of their little like flowers all in here. It's just really, really pretty. So I love that one. You can always cover up the Easter greetings. I don't make too many Easter journals or anything like that. I don't do themed things, I should say. I don't do themed holidays. I do stuff for holidays, but not themed. And then this is another Easter one, and it is embossed very lightly. This is from 1913, and it says March 19th, 1913. How are you all? We are well. Why don't you ever write? Write soon. Well, if that's all you write, like write soon. But you didn't write anything. You said all are well. Why don't you write? And then it just says Ruth, New Albany. So she must be the only person that lives in New Albany. But there's a 1 cent, and this one actually has the number 1 on it. I love the different stamps. And then this one as well is from 1912. And again, Easter greetings, and that's it. It just says Easter greetings, and it's an embossed Easter card. Oh, my phone's reminding me to take my pills. Aren't they cool, Jamie? I love finding this kind of stuff. And then this one is another vintage Easter card, and it's also embossed. And Mr. and Miss, they just send out the card, but they don't write anything. I mean, I guess the gift is this beautiful card. And then another 1 cent stamp. I wish these stamps were purple. And then this one is really pretty too. This is actually a confirmation, and this is in German. And it's from 1909. And it's a confirmation certificate. Could you imagine getting a confirmation certificate like this? I think they're all big pieces of paper now, but I love the embossing and how this whole card is cut. It's really pretty. And guys, let me know if I'm too loud or if it's all right. We'll be here, Max. Let me know if it's echoing too loud, because I'm like standing right by the microphone because I changed around things and I'm standing up now. This is also Easter card, and I love the way she put this one in here. Look, she put it in the bag, but she separated it. And it says, Happy Easter, Aunt Hedda. But I love the way this is cut. Don't know what year. It doesn't say. Oh, 1940s Easter card. And then this one is a 1940s flocked Easter booklet. I haven't looked at this one yet. But it's about a little rabbit, and it is, ooh, that is like furry. There's something on this one. That is so weird. And it's a little booklet. Oh, it's a little rabbit story. That is so stinking cute. And it's a Hallmark card, believe it or not. I wonder how long has Hallmark been around? I think a lot of these were in how they used to do the scrapbooks, because I see a lot of this on the backs of them. So I think someone decided, let's take them out and try and sell them. But this is like that furry stuff that you find on cards. I don't know what it is, but that's really cool. And this one says 1940s too, so it doesn't say when, but so that was the cards and the postcards, which I thought were awesome, and the money. And then there's two more of these music books. Oh, welcome back. This one is, and you'll see why I really like this. And let's see where the year is on here. There is a year on these. I just think they're really cool. They were 30 cents at one time. I could swear it says in here, love the paper, but look at how small the music is. Oh, 1917, and then it says renewed 1917. Copyright 1890 by Carl Fisher. Copyright MCMXII. I'm guessing this is just this piece of music. That's how I think it is in these books. Like this one says 1889. So, but it was copyright in 1917. But I really like how small this is. And oh, this paper is so nice. But I love using music paper. I mean, even, when you're using it on tags and stuff like that, you hate to rip it up, but I just like all this tiny writing. So I have that one, which is really cool. Again, with the really cool, Laurel. Must find a new word. All right, and then here's another one. This is dance concert and skating rink. Favorite waltzes. And this one seems a little bit older. Let's see if we can find the copyright. Copyright 1938, so it's not. This one is newer, I think, was it? I don't even know. See how fast I forgot? But I love this, how dark the paper is and how small the writing is in here. So that's those. So I love all this stuff. This will be great in journals and stuff. As soon as I get going on making that kind of journal and not a specific kind. So let's show you some of the books. All right, now I'm going to put this on the floor and I'll probably trip over it. The other amazing thing I got. Hi, oh my gosh, Carla. Hi Carla, how are you? You saw the word vintage, huh? Yeah, I love the size of those too. They're going to be perfect in journals. So then I saw this and I was like, oh my goodness. This is an old recipe box and some of them are a little bit newer. Oh, might see my alarm saying, take your pills. But when I look on the backs of some of them, they have these really old images and things. So I know that they're older. Like I think I found some stuff from the early 19 Thanksgiving pumpkin bread. This actually says Dominic's. So this is, I know Dominic's has been around for a while, but there's all old handwritten recipes in here. Coffee Kuchen. Not sure what that is. And then another recipe on the back. And I know my sister's going to be doing somewhat of a recipe journal for all her recipes. And then we were going through reading some of these, and I'm like, oh, some of these sound really good. Potato chip cookies. Okay. They're probably really interesting. This one is blonde brownies, but I love her handwriting. So some of them are super old. Some of them not so much, but I got a great deal on it, so I couldn't pass it up. Sauteed scalloped over rice with star fruit. Never heard of star fruit. And then what I really liked was these. Oh, because I love index cards, and these have the little tab on them that you can put a word or something in, or actually attach something else to it, because I think they're wrapped all the way around. So these were really cool. I really loved this. So this was definitely worth it. There, look at that. See that? While the general plan campaign, Mother Must Bring Up Supplies. I just thought it was so cute. And this is something custards. But I keep trying to look for a year on some of this stuff. Junket Bennett powder. And anybody ever heard of Junket Bennett powder? And Dr. West's Miracle Tuft? I mean, this has got to be the early 40s. Oh, this says copyright 1943. So I was close, early 40s. That was pretty good. So like I said, you probably can't copy a lot of this. Some of it's older, some of it's not, but you can use it. And then there's even blue, what are these? Oh my gosh. Index cards. Yeah? Yeah, we're going to go with that. So there's blue index cards that she wrote all the recipes on. So I thought that was really cool. Take a breath, Laurel. Me too. Junket for making ice cream. Yeah, that one said for making custard. Really? I've never heard of it. But see, I might learn a lot of things by going through each of these pages. You never know. So I thought that was really cool. I mean, there's a lot of recipes in here and a lot of index cards. So that was really cool. That was really neat. That was really awesome. I think I've been in the house too long. I need to expand, my wonderful vocabulary. All right. A woman of Shawmut. Don't know. There's the Oh, I think I have forgotten how to talk. All right. This is to this person. Merry Christmas. I don't know. I don't know. March 4th, 1893. And what's cool is you can actually see the binding in here. And it's not even that well, but this book is like held together really well. What I loved about all these books you're going to see, is the deckled edge. Oh my goodness. And this one is actually earlier. This was when this book was given, but I think it's even earlier. These two pages, if someone can tell me, it's almost like a handmade paper. You can see, I know it's not, however they made the paper then, but you can see all the fibers in this paper. So if someone can tell me what that's called, that would be awesome, because I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm still learning stuff, but there is a picture here, and then there's a fine little piece of tissue in between them, which I just think is awesome. So yeah, this one is written in English. This one's English. 1891. Copyright 1891. So yeah, it was copyright in 1891. It was given to this person in 1893. It has some really yummy paper in it. I don't know. These are all really smooth, and then you get to although these are pretty smooth too. So it's pretty sturdy paper. I like this kind of paper, but I think this is the one that has, yes, it is. This is the one that has the images all through it. And it's on that, I don't know, that paper with the fibers in it. I mean, you can see that. Can you guys see the color difference? Probably not, right? If I put it closer to the white, I mean, this one's way whiter and this one's got way more yellow in it. So I don't know what this paper is. These will be cool to use in journals. But if you go through, here's another one. They're like all through this book on that beautiful paper. And they're like little pencil sketches. And there's his signature. And then you keep going and there's more. Oh, where is it? There's a bunch of them in here. Here's one. I mean, they're just beautiful drawings. And there's a signature again. And then there's another one. I'm quite sure. I just can't get to them. Oh, I see one. There's another one. But I love the paper. So that's why I got this one. And I don't know, for 18. And I love the way it's all like this on the bottom of this book, where this one's all across the bottom of this book, the deckled edge. It's on the side, but then on some of them it's on the side and across the bottom. I guess that's the way the paper was folded. I'm not sure. But this book is held up pretty good for 1891. It's doing pretty good. It looks like, I can't tell if the spine was attached to here at one time, but there is paper in here with writing on it. I know, and I found it in some really old books where they've reused paper in the spines, and I can see it on the inside spine of this one. So this book, and of course it's got the gold all along the top. Not on the bottom because it's all deckled, these two sides, which I read about that, but on the top. So this book is held together really well. You can see that. Oh, okay, you can. Good. All right, so that's why I got that one. I loved all the images and the paper in there. And then, is this one of them? Then I got this one. Volume 1, The Arrow of Gold. Don't know what it is. Love the embossing, the debossing on here of the ship. I have the weirdest light in my room, you guys. It's like the sun is blaring out there, but where my room is, you just don't see it. Gift of the People of the United States through the Victory Book Campaign, the Armed Forces and Merchant Marine. Okay. And again, this is almost like, I can't believe my brain just, I know what it is. It's like those pads you buy for kids in school, the big pads that you draw on. That's what this almost feels like it's very delicate, these pages. And this one is copyright, I'm guessing 1926, so it's not that old. 1921 is the last copyright on here. But this paper, love this. It's so light too. I wish I knew more about paper, because this one almost feels like like fabric kind of, but it's, I don't know. I love the paper. So you could even just take pictures and put it over it. I just absolutely love the paper of this book. So that's why I get this one. I don't know what the book's about or anything. Love the edges, and I love the paper. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Yep, 1921 is still pretty old. That's right. All right, then I have these. I think I have more than one, so I'm going to try and pull these out up on my desk. I only have a couple more. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 5 more books to go, and then some small goodies that I got just for fun. All right, so this one is not the same. These 3 are not the same, but you'll see why I chose them. So I have this one, The American Presidency. Okay. Love the cover. It is fabric. This is a fabric on here. And this is The American Presidency and Interpretation. Why did I pick this one? I gotta remember. And this copyright is 1940. I think again it was, there's something, there's presents inside the book. There's a present in the book. Let's see if there's a reason I got it other than for, I might have got it just because I love the paper. I mean, it's almost like construction paper, that's the word, but a little thicker. And I, again, love that one's not, they're not really strong deckled edges, but it's still a deckled edge book. So yeah, I really like the paper. So that was that one. And again, you can see the binding in here. On one of them, it was really crooked, and I'm like, wow. And yeah, that one, I don't see any writing on that one, although I can't really see down there. So yeah, I just like the paper, like this one. Is the text brown, or is that, or is that the lighting? No, the text is black. It's black. It's just the lighting. The pages are really yellow. You know, they're not white anymore. But it's still pretty good. So yeah, I like paper. I like to play with paper. All right, so these two, love, 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 and I know Mags loves shorthand as well. These are Greg's shorthand books, and love the writing in here. This one is the one that's got the really crooked where you can see it, but love the writing in that, the front of that. This one is from, the last copyright is 1929. But look at how cool these pages are. And the paper is so soft. I just love it. I wish I knew shorthand. I really do. Shell was telling me that she learned it in school. I did not, but I just think it looks, look at these full pages. I think it looks really cool. And then this paper is even darker. Some of them are way darker than others, but yeah, love this. Love this. I was reading one day trying to figure it out, and I'm like, I think it's a little past my time to learn shorthand. You too, but you can't remember any of it? Yeah, these are cool. I love shorthand books. And then this one is functional method shorthand. And this has a number 2 on it. Part 2, functional method. Again, with the writing in here. And this one is from, again, 1936. So this one was a little later. But like I said, you can use the pages. And look at these. Look at the full pages. This must be when you have to write more or be able to read it. I don't understand any of it, but I just think it looks really cool. It's almost like when people have really nice oh, look at this. Look at the back. Most used phrases. So these are phrases. These are really cool. Let me come in a little bit. You guys should have hollered at me. Hi, World in OKC, and I know your name, but oh my gosh, it's got it like the minute you came in, that's my brain. It jumped right out of my head. Let me move in a little bit so you guys can see this. It should move. Why is it not moving? Nothing wants to work today. I don't understand let's see if I can move in. It should move in. We'll see what happens. It may not. But these are really cool, that back. I wonder if the other one has that. 10th speed, 75. Like, okay. Reading and writing exercise. So there's some writing in this one. We'll just get rid of those pages. I like all these. Look at how many of those full pages there are in this one. So this will be great inside a journal. That's really cool. So I love those. So let's look at the back of this one really quick. I just want to see if it hit. Yep. June 30th, 1951. Marshall Field and Company. Wow. So this one has the same thing. Chart of brief forms. Those are kind of cool. And then index of brief forms. Learn to talk, Laurel. Speak English. And that's just the index. And then you have like, that says Toronto. How does that say Toronto? And London. They're not that much different. Long Beach. Okay. Like, how could you write this and have it right? This one looks like, some of them just look really cool. So yeah, love those. All right, on to the next book, Laurel. I was going to say Tammy, and I didn't want to be wrong. Because I am terrible these days. I love shorthand in school. Our class was called Super Write. Ooh, I was basically a class to get us prepared for taking notes in college. Yeah, and then now we don't use it anymore at all, right? Just like cursive. I don't know why we're not, or handwriting. Back then I called it cursive. Why our kids are not learning it today. You still need to learn how to sign your name. These are the books. Now he has got to have a set of over 20. They are the works of James Whitcomb Riley. This one is The Flying Islands of the Night. And you'll see why I picked these. Again, it looks like and feels like some type of fabric. I could be wrong. Again, you can see, how they did the binding. And this is volume BI is 6, B is 5, IV is 4, right? But this, here we go again with this weird, someone please tell me what this paper is. But back now. Yahoo! Nice book. Love it. Oh, yeah, I got quite a few good old books. And there's a beautiful plate on this is definitely a plate on this one. Don't know what this, I just love that paper. And then it has this tissue in between that has all these goodies on it. I know what that's called, but I forgot. And then what's weird is the writing. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the writing is on the tissue instead of on the paper. It's written on the tissue, which says Linger by, I don't know, Act 2, Scene 1, from a drawing by Adrian Marcel. But it's on all of them. The writing is on this tissue. The poems and prose sketches from James Whitcomb Riley. And why do I know this name? Anyway, the copyright of all of these books are 1898. And I think for being from 1898, these books are amazing. I mean, he has them all stored in crates and stuff. I can't wait to see some of the things he's going to pull out. Again, we have this it's almost like handmade paper, but I know it's not because handmade paper is deckled all the way around, according to what I've researched about this. But I did research about the deckled edge and why it's like that and what it meant if it wasn't. And look at how offset this page is from these pages. Can you guys see that? Look at it's like a quarter of an inch there. But are these the books? I know they are. Hold on. The text actually goes through. This text is on this paper, and this paper is like sank into this writing because you can see it on this page like embossed. But on one of the books or two of the books, it is all you will see his initials in it. But look at this paper. And it doesn't even make noise. I wish I knew what it was because it's almost like a piece of fabric. And I mean, it even looks like fabric. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but all of the writing kind of goes through the pages. And I got these just for the fact that I absolutely, oh, look, there's music in here. I didn't look through all the way through these yet. I might find some presents in the books, right? You never know. But I absolutely love the paper in these books. And then this is the back. But he has like the whole entire collection from 1 to whatever. And then this one is volume. This one is, oh, it doesn't say it on here. This one's called Rhymes of Childhood. And look at the coloring from another book, like sitting like this for a really long time. And this one's actually starting to come away a little bit. This is volume 5. Here we go with this beautiful paper again, and then the tissue with the writing on it, in orchard lands of long ago. So that's what that one is called. And again, 1898. And is this the one? There is one. Maybe it was one of them I showed you already. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like the way the writing is all coming through here. And this paper is just amazing. I just love the edge of this paper. So I will be using this and putting like pictures and stuff over it because this paper is just, I don't know, it's just amazing. So that's that one. And then the third one is Green Fields and Running Brooks. And I'm telling you, I was melting. I just couldn't look anymore. And I know this one's the same copyright because I don't know how they were all copyright in the same year. Ho, Green Fields and Running Brook, Knotting Strings and Fishing Hooks. And that's this one. Look at that beautiful plate. That's just beautiful. And again, copyright 1898. To my sister Ella and Mary. This is the one. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys are going to see it. You're probably not. In here, it has his initials, and then there are lines. Like it was pressed into every page. It is on every single page in this book are his initials in here. I just thought it was the coolest thing that they did that. On every single page, his initials are in here. But, oh my God, this paper, you guys, this paper is just insane. Look, it doesn't even make noise. It's almost like flipping fabric. So if somebody knows what it is, somebody that watches this or in chat, please leave me a comment because I would love to know. I know it's not handmade because it's not deckled all the way around, but I'm telling you, this paper is like a piece of, like it's almost like a fabric fibers or something in it, if that's even a thing. But yeah, so that's that one. So I said I may go back and get some more because this paper, and then the top and the bottom are the gold. Oh, not the bottom, but the top, because the bottom is also deckled. But I love and this book, I think it was gold at one time, because you can see hints of the gold in here, and it's just so old that it's worn out. But oh my God, love, love, love those. They are so pristine. Yeah, he has them all buried in crates. Even like the ones I got last time, they were all early 1800s, and these books were just in the most amazing shape. And I'm surprised because like I said, his great grandfather it had to be close to his great grandfather, had his signature in almost every book that he purchased. He would write his name in there, and I just thought that was so cool. But I didn't see his name in any of these, which is so odd. But yeah, so there is a whole collection of all of these books. Not sure what the corn means on there, but yeah, there is a whole entire collection. And like I said, it was just too hot for me to keep. I saw a bunch of those, but it was too hot for me to go through. I almost missed the shorthand books. I was melting, so that was it was a little much for me that day. And then I just got some cool stuff like this old whisk that I'm going to use when I do my coffee, dying to get the bubbles and stuff in my coffee. I thought it was he has some really cool old like tools and stuff like that. This I'm using, of course, we know what I'm going to use that for. And I got this tiny spoon because I liked it, and this teeny tiny fork. And then I got this, which I think is cool. I will be using this in my crafts somehow, either when I'm putting, when you put the image down, the fabric over it, and I just think this is so cool. Can't really read what it says, but it's really cool. Don't know what they used it for, but I like it. So that was my extra goodies. So yeah, that was all my vintage stuff that I got the other day that I had so much fun, because I haven't been able to go out and do any of that in a while. Like I need more books, but we always need books, right? And we always need postcards and playing cards and all that awesome stuff. So yeah, so I was really happy. It was fun. It was a great haul. All right, so now I will show you guys all the new things I've seen at the Dollar Tree. I mean, I don't buy, I shouldn't say that. I buy a lot of stuff there if I can, and then I try it out and see how it works, and then that'll determine if I buy it anymore. But they do have a lot of really cool new things, and I have way too many Dollar Trees here. I spent the weekend going to, like 13, looking for those cool stickers that are like metal. I found very few. I didn't find any of the really cool ones, but I did find some other ones. And I found these, which I think will be cool on journals, because you can dye them or put words on them and attach them to the edges of index cards or books. I believe this comes off and it's sticky. Again, I have a million ideas for them. I haven't seen them before. They're called Write-On Removable Index Tabs. So yes, you would have to adhere them down. So I got 2 packs of those. They come 12 to a pack. I thought they were pretty neat. And then they do have little spray bottles now, because we always need spray bottles for, these are different ones. These are actually craft ones. We always need it for like our water and our alcohol and any sprays we may make. So they have these in 2 packs that I think these are great. And then they even have the water brush pens now. And I know how expensive these are because I've bought them. So to get 2 water brush pens for $1. So I will definitely try them out and see how they work out. I mean, when you're doing watercolor, it's not like it's rocket science. So I don't see how these would be any different than the ones we pay, almost $9.99, I think, for a 3-pack of. So I got those. And of course, I got the new Beacon Glue, the foam and poster board adhesive that is supposed to be like Fabri-Tac. So I have not really tried it yet. I know it does smell like Fabri-Tac. We'll just have to see if it's as strong as Fabri-Tac actually is. But it is made by Beacon, which is the same person that makes the Fabri-Tac. So I did get some of these because they're only $1. Thanks, Mags. My closet, my closest Dollar Tree. Oh, I can't even tell you how many I have probably in 15 miles. That's way too many. They are now carrying, which I think is great for like our printing on our fabric and um, things like that we use in our journals, you know, when we rip it up. They are now selling craft fabric, which then you can dye it or do whatever you want to it. And I'm not sure if the two of them are the same. They probably are. They're just different packages and different sizes. They're calling one thing and one another. Um, but I like that because it's $1 and I can rip it into shreds and do whatever I want with it. And then this one is called DIY cloth. And this one's 27 by 27, so it's pretty big. And they're showing it for tie-dyeing, but it's also a nice cotton, just a cotton fabric. But they also have, let's see, did I put it over here? Yep. I just saw this today that they pulled out. They now sell tie-dye stuff. So they give you the bag, the rubber band, the bottle, and the color is already in there. So we'll have to try this. I will let you guys know how it turns out, but you know, if I can dye anything purple, I do. So I'm not sure I'll do tie-dye. I might try something, maybe on a piece of this fabric that I can put on a tag or something, but you know, for $1, and then you know, you got this cool bottle. So those were really cool. Hi, Laura. How are you? Okay, and then they have this little, and this is just a me thing for my beads and stuff. But it's a little mixing tool set. So you can actually even use this with your mica powders and if you're mixing a little paste or anything. But it's got a little bitty spoon and then this little thing that's like, I don't know what it's for. But I like it. It was $1. I like the weird and strange things. They did have these, and I have one. But I don't have a purple one. So now I have a purple one because if it comes in purple, Laurel has to have it. And this is a hole punch, ladies. These are great when you're clipping the little circles out of your tickets and stuff. And I'll also tell you about the other ones that I have later that I use when I'm doing my fussy cutting. But these are great for your tickets to cut out the circles on the end and the circles in the middle of your tickets rather than trying to use the scissors. Okay, that's that. They also had these for anyone that doesn't actually want to fussy cut the way I fussy cut, which is the long version, because Laurel likes her brain to shut off for a while. They do have the, this is called sawtooth shape. And then this one is they call this a sawtooth too, but it's the rounded one. So you could use either one of these to make stamps, cutting your paper. And again, $1. So we'll see how well they work, and I will let you guys know. But I wanted to try them. I think I probably have them, but I wasn't sure. And then I got these. I think they've had them for a while. These are wood carving, but you can also use these on linoleum and stuff for any of those that want to try and make their own stamps with, or using the erasers, doing just basic ones. These are good for that. Again, not sure how good. I will try them out and see how well they work. So I got those. Yeah, I have way too many dollar stores with way too many goodies. And I know we've all seen the magnetic little containers they have that open, but now they're making better ones, almost like the ones that we all bought that I have a shelf full of. Um, this one comes 4 to a pack, and I like it because it doesn't have that clear lid. So these will be for my tin toppers, and I do have round ones as well. And then they have a 2-pack of the bigger ones, because I can tell you I need them all for my jump rings, and my whole shelf is already full. Every container is full, so I needed more. So I got 2 of those. So that's those. Am I going too fast for anybody? Everyone's like, what is going on? Then they have something new that I was really excited about just because I want to try it. I mean, I have punches and stuff, but I just thought it was cool that the dollar store was carrying it. They now have cutting dies. This is like for a corner, which for $1, you know, you can't really beat it. There, so you guys, hope you can see everything. I was probably showing you the light on everything, right? Because I can't look at this and look over at my computer. This one is leaves and berries. So we will try these and see how they are. This one is hearts. And then, oh, I bought 2 of these. This is leaves and berries again. Didn't realize I bought 2. So I have those. So now they're carrying cutting dies. They have some other ones, but these are the ones I like. I'm telling you, every time you got to go in there like weekly to see all the new stuff. And I don't know where my other bag is. Oh, here it is. But they are now carrying jump rings and lobster claws. So you can never have enough of these. And I am going to rust all these because I love silver, but lately I've been liking the antique bronze and things like that. So I could alcohol ink all these, but I'm just gonna rust them. And then the lobster claws. So I thought you can't get these for $1. We'll see how sturdy they are, like how stiff the metal is. That'll make a difference to me. So again, I will be testing all of this stuff out to see how it works. Yeah, dies, right, Jamie? That's what I said. So one thing I found that I know I did not see, and I know we all fell in love with the large letters, and I'll show them just in case anybody hasn't seen them, or the numbers. So I know some of us have seen these, the metal tags, and they come in different shapes, and there's 3 to a pack. And then the metal numbers, 1 through 9, which are probably about 2-inch numbers. So I was excited to get some of those. But then when I went to a different one, something caught my eye, and I was even more excited because you guys know how I like everything that's tiny. So I came across these, the alphabet, and I was so excited because I grabbed like 10 of them so I could pass them out as Happy Mail to my friends. And I get home, Shell's like, those are all N through Z. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, that's only half the alphabet. I said, okay, but it's still really cool, right? I did find a few with the A through, what is it? A through M. But look at N through Z, N through Z, N through Z, N through Z, N through Z. So everybody's going to be getting a bunch of N through Z. But I want to show you, and then I have a few that are A through M. I think these are amazing. I love tiny. These are so cool. I was going to try and find metal and make my own, but this was awesome. And I bought all of them that they had, so shame on me. But yeah, so I absolutely love these. Yes, they have stepped up their game for sure. So I have all those. We won't tell Dollar Tree that I bought the whole stack of them. And then on to, I don't know if any of you guys get these, but there is a trick to these, and I love these stencils because stencils can be very expensive. So what I do is when I take it out of here, I turn it over and I cover it with baby powder, and then I wipe it off because it's meant to be stuck down once and used only once. I don't want to use this only once. So I put baby powder on the back and then just wipe it off, and then I can reuse this over and over again. And I love this style of the alphabet, so I got one of those. So I really like that. And then on to these, which I love. These are so cool. They run along the same lines as those other ones. They do have, like, I don't know if it's metal or what it is. They're not all plastic, but I have a plan in mind, and you'll see me on with it soon. Love these ones. These are clear. I think you can actually put a piece of paper or something inside these ones that are just the clear marbled. And then I got these, which I absolutely love. And I have a plan in mind for them, so I got a few of them. Love the feathers and love the colors and things on here. So I have those. And then, wait, that's not all. Oh, so let me tell you about these real quick. On Amazon, they have a set of 3. If you're lucky, you can find it. Sometimes you can. Sometimes they sell them singly for $7.99. I actually got all 3. So we know the regular punch. This one is a very mini one. It has a teeny tiny little thing in there for those cutting out those little stamps that people do that are small. This is how I punch them all out. The bigger ones, I use the other one, and then there's a medium one, and then there's a very large one. So these come in really handy. And like I said, if you like to take your time and punch every little thing, which is what I do, that's where these come in, and they are on Amazon. And yes, they are purple. Look at that. Oh, scissors. They carry a line of scissors called Westcott. And I'll show you the other pair I bought on accident, just so you know what not to buy. Let's see if I can find it here. This is the other one they sell, and you will see the difference. So this is one set, and it is a smaller one, but they do make a bigger one. And it's just really, it's not made really well. This one, I have two other pair. I love these. These are my fabric scissors. You can hear it. When they close, the blades are very tight together. These are great fabric scissors, and they do tighten. They're made way better than these ones, and they're only $1. So when you can find these that are like the two-tone with the white in them, and then the color, I would suggest grabbing these because these are great, great scissors. I've been using them for years, and I'm always on the lookout at Dollar Tree for them because every time I see them, I will buy a pair just because they're definitely worth it for $1. Did I lose everybody? Nobody's chatting today. I guess I'm chatting too much for everybody else to chat. I talk a lot, I know. So then I will just show you some of the cool stickers I got and why I got them, which I think are really cool. I didn't find any of the really cool rub-ons or anything like that, but I did find some things I want to use and do things with. Yeah, I went a little crazy the other day. There's a whole bag full, trust me. There is a whole bag full. But I'm not going to show them all to you because I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of them. So I just want to show you the ones I got and why I got them. Oh, there's something else really cool that they have now that I have to show you. Oh, wait do you see how cool they are? Ooh, those are cool. Let's get this. I know there's one more, so I have to find it, you guys. So hold on. Where is it? I did get some rub-on alphabets and stuff like that, but not the ones I was looking for. But these are just alphabet letters like this one. I really like that. Those are rub-ons, which is nice when you're adding to a tag or something. Oh my goodness, where is the other one? Hold on, it's gotta be right here. Unless it's in the other bag, I'll have to look. Because you have to see it, because it's awesome. I don't think it's here. I might have pulled it out on accident, but we'll see. They also carry raffia now in different colors. Love this stuff. All right, and then I got some more stencils and stuff. This one's also really cool, this rub-on. Because it's all different words. So I like this one. And yes, I don't like stickers, but I love these. We now know the reason Laurel has to work. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's really bad. And not all the time, but when they come out, like spring, summer, fall, and winter, they do have a lot of really cool stuff that is really useful to buy and worth purchasing. These I absolutely love. They are like a metal. It's almost like not tin foil, and then they're colored, but love these. Then I got the music ones because of the music journal I'm working on. I got this one. This one's really cool. These again are like that metal. They're puffy, but they're not. I don't know how to explain it. These aren't like a regular sticker. These are stickers I will use and stuff and on tags. So there's that one. Oh, that's an old one. But these are rub-ons too. These are like my favorite rub-ons right here. I love these. And then this one, of course. You know me and my unicorns. Can you guys see the colors? Probably not, right? It's probably just looking silver. But it's purple and teal and yeah. Love this. Unicorn. So, oh, these are those. I gotta show you these separate. These are cool. These are all perfume bottles. And this says love, best wishes. I can't read that. It's too small. But these are really cool too. Really cool because everything's really cool because Laurel just thinks everything's really cool. Love these. I'm a color girl. And I mean, look at the texture and stuff on that. I don't know. Love. I'm just going to say love. These I got for a reason, these window ones. I want to use them on a page where you can see through both sides. That's the purpose of those. And I already have a plan in mind. That's why I got these. So we will try them and see how it works and if it works out the way I want. That's why I have those. These, love them. I will take the foam out of them, ink them. These will be great on a page. They're perfect colors for fall. They're not to me like regular kitty stickers. They're really cool. I like these. There I go again. They're really cool. Then I have this one, which is different. So I like those. Love these. They are dimensional, but they're almost like a thick vellum that's been molded. Love those. Let's see. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in forever and apparently missed a lot. You do miss a lot. All right, that goes with that. And then I found only one of these. These are the ones I'm talking about. This is one of them. I only found one of these, which has like the book. We know what those are called. We're just going to pretend like Laurel knows what those are called. And we'll just skip right over that. And then this one. I just really like these. That may not be in a journal, but I just think they're, oh, that goes with this one. I'll tell you why in a minute. And then I got another one of the unicorn ones. And these are rub-on transfers, so you can rub them on and then you can color in between them. Or put them on colored paper, watercolored paper that you use your magicals or something on. Love these two. Don't know what they are. But these will be pretty on tags and stuff. I like those. So I got a couple of those. They're 3 different ones. So that one, and this one. So those are awesome. Then I have these. And Tracie's new kit, Dusty Florals, just came out. And all of a sudden my brain started working. And then I found this fabric to go with it, which was perfect. Then I found these. And I don't know, these colors to me match those. And I absolutely love these. I don't know. I just, something about this type of sticker that I just think is really beautiful. And then this one. So I got those 3. But the other thing that's new there that you guys are going to love, oh, I did find all 3, is they now have clear stamps. Oh. This one is, I don't like that word, but anyway, I don't know why that's got to be on there. This one is all dream catchers. Look at this. I love this. Look at this dream catcher. Be brave, catch your dream. I mean, and these are very detailed. They're not, they don't look cheapy. Let me see if I can open this one so we can kind of look at it. Yep, they are really decent. Love this. Love dream catchers. This will go with my unicorns and stuff like that. Mine does have stamps, yet I keep looking. Doesn't have? Then we have this one because Laurel loves her dragonflies and butterflies. And look at, these are really pretty. These are really pretty stamps. I mean, I love these. Look at the detail in that dragonfly. Let's make sure I'm holding it up so you guys can see it again. I'm not even staring at my computer. But I love the butterflies and the bee and the ladybug. That one. And then they have birds and a hummingbird. Look at how pretty these are. Come on. These are way better than the little stamps that used to say happy and merry and be a little sun and stuff. These are awesome. Love these. So that's that. So yeah. So I think that was everything. Like it wasn't enough, right? Look, you guys, come on. That's terrible. I'm terrible. That's why I try to go at specific times of the year because this is what happens. And I can tell you, I can go in the dollar store for one thing and it never works out that way ever. So when I go, it's usually a couple times and then I have to stay away for a long time because I could just keep buying. I would snatch the stamps up. I did. I bought one of each. I didn't know how many I would need, so I only bought one of each. I don't know all of what my friends have in stamps like that, but I mean, do you see? My sister popped in here for a second, so I was showing her the tins that they now have. So let me move this out of the way. And if you ladies are up for it. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Yeah, it was quite a day of Dollar Tree exploring for sure. But these are probably my most favorite. These teeny alphabet metal galvanized letters are just, I'm so excited. I was so excited to find those. And I've been looking for more A through M, but I haven't found them yet. So yeah, now I will stay away from the Dollar Tree for, oh, quite a long time. So if you guys are up for it, I thought we'd do a little chit chat and maybe a little crafting. Oh, I did get a new pair of scissors because I was going to do a little fussy cutting, and I wanted to, oh, hold on, I'm flinging stuff all over. I wanted to give you guys some tips. I know Tracie came on and did an amazing video. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. She did a video on how to print your digitals from a Cricut. Now, I don't have the Cricut. I got the scanning cut because I couldn't decide. But my sister does have the Cricut. So she shares, so we'll have to try it. My reasoning for fussy cutting is, as you can tell by the way I talk, my brain never shuts off. So when I fussy cut or I crochet or I tat, it literally shuts off my brain. So that's why I do that fine fussy cutting, because I need to de-stress and slow myself down every once in a while. Let's see, those are really nice. Thanks, Max. Thanks, Laura. I enjoy fussy cutting too. Yes, it is. It's like therapy for me. So she came on and did that, and she posted a video, and she also gave you guys some tips. I'm going to kind of give you the tips that I've learned over the years, a little bit about scissors, a little bit about holding scissors, and just different ways that will help you out when you're fussy cutting. But I wanted to work on, Maggie and Lori had a live on Tuesday, and it was supposed to be really fun and really easy. And we were going to decorate 3 grungy envelopes. Well, this is how far Laurel got. Laurel couldn't glue anything down on her envelope because she was so stressed out and had so much anxiety over this envelope that she got nothing accomplished. So I thought maybe I'd work on this. Hopefully, if I get a few pieces fussy cut that I want to use. If not, we'll just chit chat for a few, and I will come back on tomorrow or during the week after work. After this Thursday, I will be home for until the 12th, and then I will only be working like an hour in the morning. So I'm hoping to come on a lot because I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to share with you guys, and a few things I want to do. So I just bought a new pair of scissors. I just got these at Walmart because they never have my ones that I want. But these are Equate scissors, and it came with the scissors and it came with this. I would never use this as a mascara brush. I like the brush that comes in my mascara. But I lost my favorite fussy cutting scissors. And yes, I have these, and I have these, and I have these. And then I had my one pair, and I can't find them anywhere. So I bought a new pair, which seems to have a very thin point, and each one cuts differently. Like these are super sharp, but can rip your paper when you're going around a corner. These are really nice. They tend to hurt my hands after a while. I love these because they're a unicorn, and they're kind of purple. But they're a little bit bigger on the tips. And so I just bought these to try these. So we will see, because my other ones kind of just rolled around my images. So those are the 4 fussy cutting scissors I have. I'm making a ladybug journal for my daughter and really struggling to find ladybug stuff. Oh, it's a good start, Laurel. Right, you're funny, Mags. Yeah, that plain envelope is a great start. Hopefully we can get something attached to the envelope without me having some anxiety. So these are the 4 that I have. I am always on the lookout for really small scissors. The pair I had, I actually got at Goodwill for 99 cents. So, um, are you leaving me? Yeah. All right. Shell just came in here to visit for a few. We're 99 cents, and they are my favorite pair. I don't know why, they just work great. So we're going to try these and see if these are equivalent to that. Ladybug journal. So let me see, ladybug stuff. Well, that one stamp has a ladybug in it. I really don't, I love ladybugs. Are you looking for stamp? What are you looking for ladybug wise, Jamie? Let me know. I'm going to sit down, so I'm going to have to tilt my phone and stuff because I need to sit for a minute. And I'm going to pull out the papers and show them to you because I did print everything out. So I couldn't determine if I wanted to use the Dusty Florals is what inspired me, and I thought would go great on the envelopes because I do want to make a journal with it because I fell in love with the papers. And then the fabric that I have, I'm not going to show you because I don't always show you guys everything. But I don't know if you've seen the new kit by Tracie. Hi, Joanne. How are you? I'm on time for fussy cutting. Yep. Yes, you are. So I'm tilting. I have this cool thing my mom got me for my phone that makes it look really big so I can read it because my iPad died and it was getting a little too small to see. So the newest kit, she just came out where she talked to you about the fussy cutting, and I need to take a deep breath and breathe for a minute. It's called Sometimes, and it has these amazing clocks and the clock faces, and you guys know me, I love this kind of stuff. And then these are the already done ones for those girls that really, and I think this is awesome that she does that. For those that really can't fussy cut, she has some that are already pre-done where you basically only have to cut, the outside, which I think is an awesome idea because there are a lot of people that have problems with their hands that can't really fussy cut. I'm starting to, but I try to keep my hands moving with my crochet and all that stuff because I don't know what I'll do if I can't do that kind of stuff. So, and then there's an ephemera page, which I printed this on 28-pound paper. I was looking for a tea-dyed piece, but I was running short of time because that's what happens when I'm going to go live. You just printed that. Just anything I can add to it. Just kind of plain because I'm not finding the fun stuff I expected to be so easy to find. All right, let me see, when I'm out and about, Jamie, I'll look around and I'll let you know for sure. Because my $1 tree has some amazing like kid stickers and stuff like that with all of that. It's just not what I use in my stuff, so I'm never looking at that. Hi, Luz. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you guys all for coming and joining me and listening to me talk about a mile a minute. Hopefully I'll slow down more as, I'm on more, but probably not. And then, of course, we all know how I love butterflies because they end up on almost every one of my projects somewhere. I also love dragonflies and hummingbirds and unicorns and seahorses. I can't tell you why. I just do. I love, that's why I think I love all of her kits is all of that stuff speaks to me. And then more clock faces. We won't get into all that, but you guys already know. And then we have this one with the clocks, which I love. And this one is a purple. She has been using lots of purple lately, which I absolutely love. And then, of course, we have the small circles, different clocks, and then the people, and then the clocks. But I think it's awesome that her last kit she's been doing, she's actually has some that are already pre-made, like when she did the Peculiar Peeps, which I had so much fun. If you guys didn't see that one, go back and watch it. It was a lot of fun to make that stuff. And I don't know why my creativity gets going when I make weird stuff, and I'll show you the project I'm working on now because I sat and just had so much fun and such a laugh last night trying to make this. Tracie's got a challenge going on for all of you ladies that are in her group, and I join it just for fun, but the person that wins, I believe, gets one of her kits, her digital kits, free, and it's called Crazy Chicks, and she actually gives you the digitals in the group to use to make to make whatever you're going to make with them. And oh my gosh, wait till you see mine. I spent an entire day working on this little bitty thing that I was playing with. Oh, fussy cutting. Right, Lori? Fussy cutting's awesome, isn't it? Aw, thanks. Thank you, Carla. Yeah, I can't help it. I don't know. This is like, aw, thank you, Laura. This is like my happy place. I do get excited. I'm just a very excited person about stuff. This kit, you guys, the Dusty Floral. So that's the sometimes kit. So I wasn't sure. You guys can tell me. I am going to give you some hints on fussy cutting, but these I think would look beautiful on these envelopes. See, this gives me a purpose now rather than just, yeah, Lori, I didn't have put anything on that envelope. Well, I'm just catching up on chat. Hey, JD, I have ladybug buttons painted and some you can paint. Oh, those are cool. I think this will go great with the grungy envelope. So it has a purpose. I'm not just trying to create something for nothing, and my brain doesn't work like that. And as I come on and start showing you guys in process videos why I create the way I do, it'll make more sense to you. So because my brain just, I don't know. Anyway, this is the Dusty Florals, and absolutely love the colors in this kit. These, and like I said, these are like rich vintage colors. They're not like, there's two types of vintage. I don't like the yellows and the reds and stuff of those like big bunchy flowers and stuff, but I love this. This is like rich colors to me. It's like a deep, almost a deep cranberry burgundy, a deep purple. I mean, just the colors of this kit are just, and you know, I'll pull out a kit of hers and see something, and then all of a sudden something comes to mind, and that's where my, you know, my inspiration starts from. And usually it's something in one of her kits that catches me. So love these, love, and I know I showed this kit, but this is the Dusty Florals one that I printed out. So I'm not sure if I want to work with some of this in the postcards, or if I want to just play with the sometimes kit and see what we can make. But yeah, these pages are just, it's just beautiful. So this is my, I have like 4 projects going on right now. Love all of this. I have like 4 projects going on because Laurel's not happy unless she's overstressed and has more than one thing going on in time. So each day I kind of switch to something else, and my brain's like trying to add something to the next project I'm working on. That's just tea dyed paper from Michelle that I was going to use to print with. So that's that one. So let me pull out this sometimes kit so we can have a little talk about scissors, because I do hear a lot of people, and I'm not an expert, like I tell you guys many times, I'm self-taught on most things I've learned to do, and all I can tell you is what works for me and why it works for me. I can't tell you if it's the best thing to do or the best product to use. I can tell you how the product works for me and if I like it or not, and the reasons why I use things. Hi, Mary West. Hi, Marge West. How are you? See, I can't even read right now. So this is so that's how I work. Like when I came on and was drawing for you guys that day, I'm not proficient in like the best pencils and all that stuff and the best markers. You know, I've spent my life working. So as I'm learning things, I just go with what works best for me and what I like to use. Would I love to learn about all of that other stuff along with it? Of course I would, but there are just not enough hours in a day for me. So I'm going to explain a little bit about scissors, and I'm going to pull out another pair just so you kind of get the understanding of what I'm saying. I'm going to show you these as opposed to these, and you'll see what I mean. Hold on one second. If I can find them. All right, I found them. I think I'm going to breathe for 5 seconds, ladies, if you don't mind. I need to just stop and take a breath and take a drink and chill for a minute, because I don't do enough of that. I get myself so worked up. Awesome. You love the clocks? So do I. I love clocks. I love steampunk. Love clocks. I actually have a big one. One of these days I will get back in my mixed media. I just feel like every time I change something, I forget how to do the old, and I've become so in love with paper that I've kind of, and I know I haven't forgotten how to do mixed media by any means, but I haven't done a mixed media piece in a long time. I'm so used to the larger scissors. Don't know if I could get used to the tiny ones. I understand, Cindy. That's why I'm going to explain a little bit. And some people work great with the larger scissors. I, however, unless I'm cutting a straight line, I cannot work with large scissors. So these are straight and these are bent. It's usually for a reason. The holes in here are usually for a reason. This is how I work with it. Like the bent ones, some of them have a curve, and it's meant for your finger to go here, to give you some stability when you're cutting, you know. And then all your fingers don't go in here, you know, finger here. You can use 3, you can use 2. It just depends on the scissors and how you're using them. When you're using a long pair of scissors and you're cutting, say, let's see if I can find it. And again, this is just the stuff that works for me. Now I know there was another page, right? There was an ephemera page. Where's the ephemera page? I must have got it mixed in with the other one. Hold on, let me find it real quick. It's those Menahunis, you guys. They just come in here and wreak havoc on me and cause me stress. And there's that one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, I think I see it. No, that's not it. Ah, that's not it. All right, who took the ephemera piece? Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's pull out something that's got a straight line because it seems to have jumped ship. All right, so this is my understanding. I could be wrong, but I'm telling you this is what works for me. When I am cutting, let me get this one cut out so I can show you what I mean. When I am cutting things that are square, and you're never supposed to come, when you're cutting with these, you're never supposed to be halfway in between something and then clip it because it makes that little bend. You should then just open back up and go to the end of your scissors. So when I'm cutting something like this and I want to cut a straight line, you actually put it all the way into your edge here, and you don't watch what you're cutting right here. You look to the nose of your scissors down here. And I think that's why a lot of people tend to go, I'm trying to show you and talk about it at the same time. I think that's why a lot of people end up going crooked because they're watching as they're cutting along this edge. And you actually should put your scissors in, and if you point your point right there and cut, it cuts a straight line. You don't have to watch the whole time, and then you go all the way back in with your scissors and cut. That's my understanding. That's how I use long nose scissors. Could I be wrong? Sure. I don't think I am. When I fussy cut, and I mean, some scissors are really short, some scissors are really long. There's a reason for all that. To me, this makes sense to look down the nose, just like, you know, when you're doing a bow and arrow, you're not looking at the tip, you're looking beyond. So it's kind of the same thing. What was the other thing I was going to say? Anyway, I'll keep showing you so I get it. So that's why some of them are bent like this. I think it's more, to me, it's more support. Like when I'm holding my small scissors, when I use them, like these hair shears, they're like this for a reason, because your thumb goes in, your finger goes in, and your pinky goes here. All you're really using, and then this finger goes here, is this. You know, it makes sense. It's less pressure on your hand when you're cutting and everything. And I mean, if you saw my sister use scissors when she cuts hair, I wish I could do that. But I follow the same concept when I'm fussy cutting. Like these have a curve in them. These really don't. These are really hard to use. They look really cool. I find a spot. But to me, sometimes these are very hard to use because of the opening here. These fit a little better. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I hear a lot of girls say how their thumb starts getting hurt. Well, you're not supposed to put your thumb all the way in. You're only supposed to put your thumb to the tip of the scissors. You're not supposed to put all your fingers all the way in. They only go here, because all you have to do is move your hand and it kind of opens and closes. And these are my fabric scissors. As you can tell, they're really tight. They're really nice. So I follow the same concept here. I barely put my thumb in, and yes, I have nails, but if I didn't, I would put my thumb in. I kind of use my nail. And I put one finger in. One finger here, one finger here. It just makes, when you're turning the paper, not the scissors, turning the paper, keeping the scissors still, it makes it so much easier to cut that way than trying to put your thumb in the scissors. And, of course you can't fit two fingers in here, but you can't, cutting like this will kill your hand all day. It's usually your ring finger that goes in. You can do your middle finger. This is more stable for me with this finger here and this finger in the arch. And then it just gives me more stability. So how these are going to work, I'm not sure, but my other little silver ones work great because I can still, they're just very light. And this gives me stability here. And when I'm cutting something small, like this, I usually keep, when I'm cutting like a piece like this, I keep my finger here under the scissors, and it helps guide me like when I'm cutting a little piece, and it helps keep everything stable for me. So I don't know if that helps you guys, but those are some of the things that work for me. I've been cutting wrong my whole life. I'm not saying you're cutting wrong your whole life. I'm just saying these are the tips I've learned and the things I understand about scissors. I mean, scissors are curved and bent and things for specific reasons to be used for specific things. Oh, yeah, Maggie's doing great, fussy cutting lady. So yeah, and I hear so many of them go, it kills my thumb. That's because a lot of people put their thumb in here and then they get this mark on their thumb from cutting all day because you're doing so much work to get these scissors to move, when if you put your ring finger in and this finger and just barely, all you're moving is your thumb very lightly, and it's almost like you don't have a scissors in your hand. This is why I can sit and fussy cut all day, and this supports here, and you just move your thumb, and it's just a lot easier for me. Oh, awesome. Let me know how it works out, Amanda. Yes, I know a lot of people say they don't like fussy cutting because it hurts. Now I'll demonstrate like how I do it and get my fine corners, and hopefully these new scissors will work for me. So I'm going to cut out, let's see, what do I want to cut out here? Should I cut out a clock or a person? What do you think? Or a butterfly? Because you guys know I like to leave my stamen on, so maybe we'll do a butterfly. And of course, yeah, I think I want to cut the purple butterfly. So let's get this cut out. But yeah, see, I'm going to show you guys, like if you're cutting a piece of paper, like you're cutting one of your postcards and you go like that, it leaves this dent and then you got to start again. And a lot of scissors will leave this big pinch mark. That's why you don't ever close them all the way. You cut as far as you can cut almost to the end, and then you just slide your scissors all the way back in. So we're going to cut out this butterfly. And see how it works out. And I'm going to try and stand up and do this, but again, I need to breathe for like a second. Anyone else feel like they need to breathe after listening to me? I think I make a lot of, I think I would make myself tired sometimes listening to me talk about a mile a minute. Never thought of putting my ring finger in there. Try it. It actually, you know how we learned about leverage and stuff like that, how to lift things to make them a lighter load and things. It's kind of the same way with scissors. Different fingers make it a lot easier. Any tips on cutting circles and ovals? Yes, use the bigger scissors when you're cutting ovals and circles because you don't have to open them as much. Oh, thank you, Cindy. A circle, with the bigger scissors, you don't have to open it as much. And remember, you're moving the paper and not the scissors. And when you're cutting your circle, Like I said, I usually will hold the circle in my hand, and this finger or this finger becomes like a stable part for me when I'm turning. I kind of rest my scissors on here. I can't think of which finger it is because sometimes I think I switch, or maybe this one. And it's just a guide. Hi, Bevy. How are you? Yeah, it wasn't too weird like I thought it would. Wasn't too weird like I thought. Okay, I'm trying to go up and read. Yeah, but to me, the ring finger is the easiest one. I always heard move the paper, not your hand. Yes, you move the paper. A lot of people like to move their hand with the scissors. No, paper, not scissors. It's just a lot easier that way. So I'm just chilling for a second. We're going to chat for a second because I just need to breathe, have some coffee, take a few deep breaths. You know, in my giant purple cup, because I can never have enough coffee. I love cutting circles. I don't know why. I like cutting circles. I think it's because it's a challenge. And I like to see how, I'm always trying like different things to see how perfect. And I know nothing's a perfect world, Lori, but I can't tell my brain that. So I try to see how great of a job I can do cutting a circle. And I have circle cutters, but I'd rather do it by hand. When I learned to move the paper, not my hand, it was a game changer. Exactly. I want to see how you cut those teeny tiny leaves and stuff. Oh, these? All right, I'll cut one of these out. We can do one of these. And I'll do this flower too. I'm telling you, you guys will be like, oh my gosh, are we still on with Laurel? Because I literally stop talking when I fussy cut. I don't say a word when I fussy cut. That's how fast my brain shuts off. You want the clocks. Okay. And I will teach you a trick for inside the clocks. And I think Michelle showed it the other day. And I think Tracie does it as well. It's kind of ingenious, but. So I'm going to cut this one because we have to cut inside this little ring here. They also make, sometimes depending on what I'm using, I also, for certain parts, use these. Please be careful with these, ladies. They are super sharp. And as you can see, this is a really pointy one. And they are super sharp. So I use those. There's also a tool I use that you have to be super careful and have a very steady hand. It is an old one, and I know they've come up with new ones. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has a little teeny blade in there that actually spins around. So you can actually, if you're going around a curve, you can go all the way around, and you can actually just move the paper, and this little thing will just spin and follow the paper. I've had this for 30 years. And it comes with replacement tips. I only have a couple left. I know they make new ones like this. I haven't tried any of the new ones. I would like to, and I keep seeing this commercial for one, but I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, there's a little, and I know you guys can't see it, but there is a little teeny tiny blade on there that spins around in a circle. How have I not learned of that till now? Cindy, if you go in, I think it's Hobby Lobby, I think you can still find them, a little bit newer ones. They make the ones that actually are they're called I'm not going to be able to say it, ergonomic or something, where it kind of looks like a slingshot, where you rest your finger in it so that you can hold it, and then you just move it, and it does the circles and stuff. It spins around. Joanne, I don't know what this is called. I've had it for 30 years, but like I said, there is a newer one out, and I know Joanne's carries some of the newer ones. I think it's in the aisle by like where their cutters and stuff are, or I mean Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I will check it out, guys, and I will let you know what this is called and what some of them look like now that you can get. But practice with this, because it takes one little slip and you've just cut right through, something you don't want to cut through. So you want to take your time when you're using this. It is nice to have this, but you have to be very careful using it because you can slip very easily and then your circle will be not a circle anymore. So, and my lid's over here. I dropped the lid inside the bucket, but it has a little plastic lid that goes over the top of it. But yeah, I have certain things I've had for years and years that I use, like I'm great for telling you guys all kinds of mindless information. Like my sister's like, oh, you got to answer for the, I just come up with things because my brain is always working. So if there's ever odd questions or anything, ask me. I may be able to help you, only because I've tried so many different craft supplies and everything through my years, of trying everything from quilling to crocheting to tatting to on and on and on and on. It's just like, I think I've tried all kinds of stuff, and some of them I still have this stuff. But yes, this is really cool. So yeah, so we will cut out, we're going to cut out a butterfly, the clock, and where that little flower goes. Let me move these other ones out of the way. And I'm going to see why I can't get myself to come in closer here. It should be working just fine. And it's like not being nice right now. I've moved it up. Like, am I moving it all on YouTube? Am I getting any closer? I don't think so. I don't know why it's not working. That's so weird because I was trying to get in closer and it just doesn't seem to want to bring me in closer for some reason. I suppose I could stand up, but I'm afraid I'll get too blurry if I get too close. All right, where's my coffee? No, it's the same. Thanks. Thanks, Max. All right. So, can you guys see okay? So again, little finger in here, these two fingers here. Now, these are my new ones, so we're going to try it out and see. I'm going to stand up, see if I can bring this up close and show you guys. I'm going to cut out as much as I can and get it out of my way. So when I cut things like that, I don't always go in one direction. Sometimes with my points, I'll come in one way and then come across the other way. That's another tip that'll make it easier for you. So I'm going to show you. So like when I cut out my little, and these are actually really nice. And as you see, I always go all the way in with my scissors. It gives me more control than if I'm trying to cut around this little thing with the edge. So I always try and get as far in when I'm cutting a little spot like that. And then I'll go around this way and cut, and see how I'm turning the paper, not the scissors. The scissors are staying straight. And then I'll come this way, try and find the best angle here where you guys can see where I can see. Can't really see there. So we're going to come this way. So I'll just work it until I figure out what's best for me. And I always try and stay as close in to the back of the scissors as I can. And then I'll pull the paper. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I mean. If there's a part that I'm not sure I can get both ways, so I cut it this way, I'll then come from this direction and cut the other way, and then go back and cut the little corner out. So let's cut this little piece out. So I always like to be right up to the back edge of the scissors, and if it's not close enough, I do it again. Sometimes, depending on if it's round shapes, I can just keep going. Like I can turn this one, if it's a really good pair of scissors, I can keep the scissors in there and just turn. Like, have you guys seen Lori Fussy cut? And sometimes I move, see my finger, I'll move it a little and it kind of keeps the paper, gives it some stability as well. Lori's like the quickest fussy cutter I ever saw. She just like whip, 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 whips around she goes. And I mean, I'm not a fast fussy cutter, and then I'll just cut off paper as I go. And I can't really see what I'm doing, guys, so you're going to see white because I'm trying to hold this up to the camera and show you, and it's usually right under my face because, I can barely see. So getting in here, I use this when I need to get in a spot that's not, that doesn't have an opening. I will just use my, what are these called? It's not an X-Acto knife because an X-Acto knife clicks. It's like a craft knife. And I can't even see what I'm doing. My blade needs to be sharpened. I don't want to stick my head under the camera for all of you ladies. Trust me, I have cut pieces off. I just glue them back on because I'm weird. So I just use my knife for stuff like that. And then when I want to come all the way in here, like I'll leave this on for now, and then I'll come in and do the harder part first. I'll come in and go all the way in here. And I'm going to get as close, I get that little corner in as close as I can. And it's going to look like I'm cutting the flower right off, but that's why I stay right to the back edge of the scissors. You might have to play a little bit because you don't want to cut off the flower. And these are actually pretty good. They're still not as nice as my other ones. And look how bendy it is now. But look, I broke it. See? I do it too. And then I just glue it. The clock, you always punch a hole. Let's see if I can get a hole in here. I'm going to cut a hole. I'm going to cut an X so I have a hole. Then you go all the way to a point. This is the time-consuming one. And you just make little cutouts. Sometimes you can make a lot. You can make a little. The more you make, the easier it is to get around that circle. I just go around in here till I can get in there with my scissors. And like I said, I sit and take my time fussy cutting because this is what I like to do. So I'll get this going with the tip. Sometimes this is where your tip comes in handy on the inside of stuff. It's not the neatest cut because I'm not keeping my scissors going, because you can't really get your scissors all the way down in this hole. Or I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can use my little swivel thing to show you. Where did I put it? So I'm going to have to stick my head here. So you just put it on the line, and all you're going to move is the paper. You don't even have to move this little tool. I can move this till I have to turn the paper, and I'm going the wrong way, so I can't turn the paper. So if I go this way, like I was doing it yesterday, and you actually just move the paper, and then you just follow it around. And it'll cut that, the inside. But you have to be, see, I cut that one too short because I can't see. You have to be super careful with this, but it does come in handy. So now I'm going to have to make this one a little bit bigger and then just color it in. But I would rather, I'm telling you, my one scissors, I could sit and cut. I cut the little bitty spectacles of those peeps, which was the size of like this guy's pipe. And I don't know where those scissors are, but I just get all the way to the edge and I take my time with my cuts and I go slow, and then I turn my paper. And sometimes you have to bend the paper, which is fine. Like that, and it'll cut it perfectly. Same when I'm doing my antenna. I come in on one side, all the way as close to the inside of the blade as I can. And then I follow along the outside of this one. And I'll go all the way along the outside, very slowly. Then I turn my paper and I cut. And if it doesn't cut all the way, I come back the other way and just cut a little further. And then we'll go around this way. Cut his little tentacle out. And then I'll come over this way and get the outside of this one. And this one's really light. You almost can't see it. Stop right at the edge. Then I come back in here. And I cut. And there's my little tentacle. And not tentacle. Yeah, it's a tentacle, everyone. That is what that's called. That's a tentacle. I could swear that's called an antenna or antennae. So yeah. Just some fuzzy cutting tips. No, the antennas come right up. No, they don't. It didn't come off. It didn't fall off. It's still there. Oh, you mean you cut the antenna right off. Okay, just found the knife for circles on Amazon. Had to have, yes, it'll be awesome, Lori. Just go slow. Maybe fast, but if I can't get into a place, off it comes. Oh my goodness. She is Laurel. I saw a video with Lori Fussy. Yeah, exactly. She's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I can't. Bye, Marge. Thank you for coming in. Sorry, I wasn't reading chat. I was busy fussy cutting. Well, my theory is, However Tracie prints these is how I cut them. Like, I don't know if you guys ever saw, and I would pull it out and show you, but I don't want to go through digging through my little fussy cut things right now. But I did a dragonfly, and I actually did all the little hairs along his the centerpiece, and I did it with this. I just, because that's how it was printed, I had to cut around it all. I couldn't just cut it off and make it round. None of my butterflies have antenna. I don't know. See, wait, let me get the other side cut so I can show you guys. I'm actually sitting down now, so you have to, I can see a little better. So I just take my time and I just work from one side to the other. Again, this is so therapeutic for me, you guys. You don't know. It is a challenge. That's part of it. But it just helps my brain slow down. So there. So now we have both antenna on our butterfly. And I don't know, I just think they need to have their antenna. So, and then I'll just go around. And again, like, see when I get to the edge, I just slide my scissors till I'm all the way back to the edge. I don't let my scissors close all the way. And then I hold them into the corner as far as I can get it and go around the next one. And like I said, it's not a speedy thing for sure. And then I open them all the way back up again and keep going. I tend to open them a lot because I like to stay to the back end, because it just, when I'm fussy cutting small things, it just works better for me. And if they're still white, I just go back in and then cut this side again. Get my scissors all the way up in there. And yeah, I like being close to the, you know, the center part of the scissors down here. So I tend to slide my scissors a lot, so I stay right in here. That, I think that's how I get my fussy cutting so close. Now when I'm cutting big long pieces with my big scissors, yeah, that doesn't matter. You know, you don't clip all the way. You don't ever close them all the way till you're done. But yeah, I've tried to cut them, but they exasperate me. Yeah, I know, it's hard. Aw, thanks, Laura. I always cut them weird, so off they go. It's okay if they look weird. I don't think butterfly have perfect antennas or anything like that, you know. They're probably a little wonky. They may have one longer than the other. Who knows? You know, they don't have to be perfect. I'm trying to learn that everything doesn't have to, you know, it can't be perfect. For one, we're not perfect. There's no such thing. I'm just, what's the word I want to use? I'm not perfect. I'm just, and I don't try to be perfect. I just, it's like an OCD with me with things. You know, I don't know why. I have a problem with some things, and especially my crafting. Like, it took me a long time. There's that one. It took me a long time to wear my hair down the side. I used to wear my hair down the middle, and it was extremely stressful because to me, both sides always had to be exactly the same. So, you know, when you start wearing your hair down the side, that doesn't exist. I struggled with that for a long time because I wanted my hair to be, you know. So I'm gonna grab a different clock and see if we can let's do this one and see if I can do a better job than I was trying to do when I couldn't see that purple one. Oh, let me turn my light on. Is it getting dark for you guys? It got dark in here, so let's turn some lights on. So I'm going to cut this one out, and I'm going to actually sit here in front of it so I can see, and I'll try and keep my arms out a little bit so you guys can see. So again, sometimes I like to cut off as much as I can because I am using little scissors. See, this is Lori. She's like, whoop, whoop, with these big, giant scissors. I'm like, yeah, no. I'll end up cutting something off if I do that. Yes, I like it to be exact. So we're going to try and cut the inside of this. And you know what? The insides are extremely challenging. Sometimes, and I have a smaller board because I don't, and yes, this is a self-healing mat, but I'm a little strange and I don't want to cut out my mat, so I have, where's my small one? Of course I won't find it. I have a small, oh, here it is. Oh, see, I'm going to go squirrel on you guys. Before I do that, I want to show you the thing I'm working on for Tracie's challenge. So it's called Crazy Chicks, right? Have you guys seen it? So mine, as you can see, I've been playing and cutting up a million pieces and stuff. Mine's not actually, well, it's a chick, but mine is, let's get a white piece of paper so I can show her to you. Mine is, and I've changed the name 3 times. She is a Chicky Uni. No, a Chicky Corn, see? And I laughed so hard because you guys don't want to know how much time I spent on this last night. So I created my own, I made my own horn for her. You know, I drew it on paper and I made my own horn. And this is one of the chicks from the you know, they're little chicks. Let's see if I can find a couple of them. Where are they? Hold on, I'll show you. What did I just do with it all? See? Menahoonies. I'm telling you guys. Anyway, there's a bunch of chicks. Some are facing forward, some are sideways, and then, you know, you got all these glasses and bows, and then you got all different crowns. So this is Chicky Corn. Queen Chicky Corn. Oh, thanks, Max. She is. I'm if you guys ever need to like de-stress, and I think this is smart that she does that because it actually makes you just step outside yourself and try something else and just have fun for a day. And I really did. I laughed so hard while I was creating this yesterday. So here's the little chick, and then I found a unicorn and I cut out the mane and the legs. So this is Chicky Corn, Queen Chicky Corn. So she's going to have a crown. Again, this will all be decorated up and everything when I'm done. I took one of the wings and I cut them apart, and this is going to be her eyelashes because she's a queen, and you know, queens have to have mighty eyelashes. And then here are her wings right here, which she will go on her as well. She will have wings right here. These are her wings. Let me get the other one. Like that. Those are her wings. And she is, as you saw the piece of paper I had, there's going to be a cloud, so she's going to be flying to her castle in the sky. Oh my God, the chick with the curly hair on top was hard to cut out. Oh, oh, with the little curly things, really? That should have been easy. So then I made a little bitty castle off in the distance. So this is all going to be colored. I'll probably cut that out and then plant it on another piece of paper. So she's actually going to be flying through the cloud to her little queen castle in the sky. Because, you know, we're all crazy. And this is a crazy chick. And this is crazy Queen Chicky Corn. Because she's a chick and a unicorn. So, yeah. So, I'm telling you guys, this is so much. I just spent the entire day playing with this thing yesterday because, you know, doing all the fussy cutting and everything. Because some days you just got to push everything else aside and do nothing but have fun. And this was, I think this is a great challenge. I don't know how Tracie came up with it. Here's some of the other crowns. I just think it's great. So yeah, so that's my Chicky Corn. So there you go. You got to see the project I'm working on for Tracie's challenge. And again, I just enter them for fun. Just because you know, sometimes you got to just step back and have some fun. Yeah, I like that one with the little curly cues on the top of her head as well. So here's my little board I have too. And like I have some more and I'm going to start giving them away because I bought a few of them to give away on my lives. So after my last week of work, when I come on, I'll probably give away the couple that I have left. But these are great when you're working on small little projects. And believe it or not, these are at the dollar store for $1. ladies, $1. Come on now. So I don't want to wreck my pink mat. I already have started, or my purple mat. So I already have started wrecking it. So now I try and use this one on top of it. I know it's doesn't make any sense, right? That's what this mat is for. But so when I'm doing something like this, oh, not this one. I want this one. I will come in with my X-Acto knife. I could probably get in there with a scissors, but it is really hard to get your scissors in this small of a space. Even with a small pair of scissors, if you can't cut it, if it's a circle, that's one thing. But when you're cutting something like this, it's hard to get your scissors in a now this is much bigger than this one, so I may be able to do it, but I'm going to cut some of this like around the bell and stuff with my X-Acto knife, just because it'll get me started. And I think I need to put a new blade in here because it's a little dull. But I'm going to be I really like this kit, and I want to put some of these together, and I thought maybe I could put some of these on, you know, those wonderful envelopes too that I've just don't know how to decorate. So I just take my time. You just got to be slow. You just got to take your time. It's not a race when you're fussy cutting. I hope you let me know how they work. Just be very careful when you're doing your circles. And even this one, I can turn it a little with this point, but those ones that spin, and I push so hard, I think is my problem, because I don't want to make a mistake. That circle one is really cool. It does make things a lot easier. And like I said, they make one, it just kind of goes over your finger, which gives you a lot of stability and control when you're using it. And sometimes I'll use my knife for a lot of it. Sometimes I like my X-Acto knife or my craft knife, and sometimes I like my scissors. But see, sometimes it doesn't cut through, and then you just have to come back in and find out where it's stuck. I could get the piece of paper to come up. So we haven't really crafted anything today, have we? Because Laurel's just like batting 1,000 here. But yeah, if anyone that has any ideas that can help me with the paper in those books. I know it's hard when you can't see it, but I know a lot of you know, but I don't. And I just, oh my God, I love the paper there. So now we can go around the outside. And sometimes this is actually easier than trying to get in there with your scissors. So if you have and believe it or not, the dollar store has X-Acto knives, but I have this one, and I think you can get these. It's rubber here. This is just because my hands, you know, and it's really, and this is rubber as well, and it's really wide. I have one that's just the thin metal. That is very hard for me to hold on. This is really easy to push with, you know, when you're pushing on paper, and I have a tendency to push really hard. I don't know why. I'm sure it's cutting, but I feel like I need to, you know, like press really hard so that I don't slip. And I just kind of go around the bend. So sometimes this is easier than using your scissors and quicker. So there's the inside of that one all cut out. Now we'll cut out the outside with my scissors. Fussy cutting lace and appliques are easier to cut than paper for me. Oh, I completely agree. I bought one of the finger hold X-Acto knives. Yeah, I saw those too, Jamie. Those are awesome. Shell, watch your fingers. Yeah, see, Shell knows what a klutz I am. That's why I push really hard, Shell, so that I don't slip and cut myself, because I am a klutz. So now I just take my time, and like I said, I like to stay right up on the edge of the inside of the scissors because I can see everything. And then what I'm not sure I want to go all the way around, I'll just go this way for a minute, and then we'll go around the handle. And see, my thumb is like barely in there, and my thumb is doing all the work. My fingers really aren't doing anything. See how quiet I get? Everyone's like, oh my goodness, she stopped talking. But see, that's just me. And if, if I never talked before and I started being like this, it'd be different. Or if I was a talker all the time and then suddenly I stopped, that wouldn't be right either, right? This is just part of me. Ask my sister, I talk a lot. I always have ideas about things, and I'm always a problem solver or trying to be a problem solver. And I'm a little cuckoo, but that's okay. I think we all are. That's what makes life, a little more bearable. Just got to enjoy every minute we're here because we're not here for very long. And I like to learn as much about crafting as I can while I'm here. I don't always get as much as I'd like to get done of all the ideas that are in my head, but I'm working on that. I think it's sometimes because I have too many ideas going on and I don't know how to separate them. And look, I've got everybody speechless again. Because they're like, okay, we saw enough fussy cutting, let's make something. But I can't really make something till I get some things cut out because I didn't have time to get it all cut out. You should see me run around. I decided I was going to go live at like, well, I knew I was going to go live today. But then it was like, as it was getting closer, so all of a sudden I needed ink in my printer. I didn't have anything printed out. It was like, oh my goodness, why does this always have to happen? Then I couldn't find the kit I was looking for. I'm like, I know I printed it out. See, I just like to stay to the edge, the back edge, especially when you start getting around the iffy parts. And you just move your paper around back and forth. And if you feel like you need to get closer, then open your scissors back up so you can get right on that line. And it just helps you get right in those little corners because this leg has little bitty notches in it. So like I said, you can either do your ring finger. Sometimes my ring finger is easier. Sometimes my middle finger is easier. It depends on like what I'm cutting and what I'm doing or how long I've been cutting. Sometimes I switch back and forth. My middle finger sometimes is easier. Sometimes my ring finger is easier. It just depends on, how long I've been fussy cutting or what I'm doing. And we have a clock. Voila, we have a clock with its little bitty legs. Let me guess, you would cut the legs off the clock? Oh my goodness, I like that one. I'm really mad I messed up this purple one. I shouldn't have pulled out that circle thing because I was too far away to actually see what I was doing. So I'll have to, and of course, I'm going to print out another one because I have to have a purple clock. Because I got to make something with purple. Yup. Thanks, Jamie. You would cut the legs off, Lori? Are you kidding? Is that what you're saying? Aw, thanks, Max. She's saying, yes, she would cut the little legs off the clock. How's it going to stand up? Or though you would probably cover it with something else, right? So it wouldn't show, so you're not going to see it. But see, my brain doesn't think like that. I kind of go into my own little world. Right, Cindy. I said normally when I fussy cut, it just magically shuts off my brain and then I don't talk or anything. I'm just quiet and I fussy cut. I can just do that for hours. And I think I get excited because then I can't wait to use all the stuff that I fussy cut. I mean, if I could show you guys the amount of Tracie stuff that I have fussy cut out in the last 2 years, it's insane. Let's see. This is the one I was talking about. And I think, I'm not sure if that little dragonfly is in here, but these are all my flowers. And I mean, some of them are very dainty. So like this one, see that? I use my X-Acto knife on all those little tiny inside pieces. but this just makes the entire flower to have every little piece in there. So let's see if this is the one. These are all my very little flowers. Some I still got to cut. No, it's not that one, so hold on. Let's see. I have one that's like all butterflies and stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, this is one of them. This is my hummingbirds and stuff. So I have my, and some of these have super pointy beaks. Like, look at this. This looks awesome. Like, that's my little hummingbird with his very thin little beak. But that's so cool when you put it on a piece of paper. So these are all my tiny little hummingbirds in here. But yeah, I have like these, tons of these filled with all my fussy cut stuff. So let's see if I can find that one I'm trying to explain to you. I know it's in a little piece of paper in here. I know it's this one. I know it was in here. Because I had a piece of paper full. Maybe it's not this one, and I always think it's this one. But it's a dragonfly. And you can just see like all the hairs on its body. So yeah, you can tell I like sometimes just, here's one dragonfly. Like, he's got both of his legs and everything. And his little front legs. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's in here, I think. Is it in here? No! Oh, I don't know where it's at. But yeah, it's the coolest dragonfly. I love it. It's very delicate. But I will use it on something at some time. So yeah, sometimes I just sit and print out a bunch of stuff that needs to be fussy cut. And that's what I work on for a while. Because it helps me slow down a bit. It helps me get my thoughts together and stuff. I need a tiny pair of scissors. All mine are. Yes, you do, Maggie. You need a tiny pair of scissors. I don't want you to, go crazy though, because you can't, because you cut off something. I will be looking at all my scissors. Good idea. It is very relaxing. It is. Just crafting in general is very relaxing. When I'm not trying to, create a masterpiece like every single time I try and do something. Aw, thank you, Joanne. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really miss chatting with you guys and coming on and doing all this stuff. Like I said, my mind's been going. I have quite a few ideas coming up of some projects and some things I want to try. So you'll be seeing, and I'm sure some's going to be fails, but I mean, the only way we can figure different things out and doing different things is to try them. And you guys know, I just always like to do things different. My stuff has always got to have, something odd going on or trying something a different way. I mean, that's just the fun of crafting, I think. I think we all do that with stuff, though. I mean, we all have our, our own little things that we do. Like, you look at Lori's work, Lori's work. You look at Maggie's work, Maggie's work, all that kind of stuff. The one fern. Oh, the fern. Oh, okay, hold on. I do know where that is. Let me show. That was the 4-hour fern. Like, who spends 4 hours cutting out a fern? Laurel does, because Laurel is, a little cray-cray. Let me see where my fern is. It's got to be right here somewhere. So hold on a second. I'll show you that. If I can find it. Maybe not. I don't know why it seems like all my things are missing. Like, they're supposed to be right here, and they're not. It's those Menahoonies. They come and steal all my stuff to make me crazy. I'm telling you. Oh, it's right here on the floor. All right. Let's see. My fern. I think it's in here. Maybe not. Nope, not in here. Oh my goodness. I do want to find my dragonfly. All right, someone stole all my stuff. Someone's moving my stuff around and trying to make me crazy. Let's see. Maybe it's in here. I know you guys can probably hear me. I'm over at the other side of the room. So give me a sec. I have to figure out where I put all this stuff. That's butterflies. Not that. I can never find what I want when I want it. That's the things that make me crazy. You can't find things when you know where they're supposed to be. Like, why are they not where they're supposed to be? So, a bunch of my fussy cutting stuff is, oh, here it is. Huh, voila. Right in front of my face on my desk, right? No. Okay, well, I guess I can't show you that either because everything is missing. Like, all my little tote things are not where they're supposed to be. And all my stuff is not where it's supposed to be. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can collect my thoughts. Because that's going to bug me that I'm missing a bunch of my ephemera. That's certainly not it. Let's see. That's not it. That's all the ladies. Hummingbirds and flowers. I did this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. And it's not this one. So I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff of my ephemera. All right. Anyway. So yeah, see, this is the stuff that makes me crazy. When then you have all this stuff and you know you put it in that special place that you're going to remember where it is and you forget, here it is. Because you know where it was? Right here on my desk. So I know this is all my stuff when I was cutting super teeny tiny, but I think my dragonfly might be in here. Could be wrong. But I'm not kidding when I say I have a ton of stuff fussy cut out. Okay, it's not in that one. And it's not in here. So yeah, I am missing a whole bunch of stuff and I don't know where it's at. So yeah. And I'll make myself crazy right now because I can't think of where it's at and that'll drive me insane. So we'll just give up on that. I do. I have, well, yeah, that happens when you have a million totes, but they all should be in one specific place and it'll make me crazy that I don't understand why they're not where they're supposed to be. And now I seem to be missing quite a few of my cases for fussy cutting. And I will sit here and I will look and look and look, and that'll stop my brain from doing the things I should be doing right now. And that's where my, one of the reasons why I like to sit and fussy cut, because that's what happens to me. And I literally don't see them anywhere. Unless they're in a bag, in her file, in her stuff where they belong. Which that could be. Let's see. Nope, not there. So yeah, so we're going to give up on that. We're going to pretend they're not missing. And Laurel's going to pretend she doesn't even know that they're missing. And Laurel's going to spend a lot of time tonight fussy cutting because now my brain's like all confused. And I don't want to be confused right now. So I think tonight will just be a fussy cut night. And I know tomorrow's Father's Day, so probably not tomorrow, but probably during the week, I will get all this stuff fussy cut out. See, like now my middle finger seems to be working perfect. It just depends. And I think the other scissors, I use my ring finger. These are smaller. So my middle finger seems to work really well on these. They're still not quite as smooth as my other one is. It kind of sounds like the paper's tearing. I mean, it's not, but the other ones were super, super smooth. And these aren't. I mean, they're really nice. I think they were only $1. What was it? $3.94, so it wasn't bad for these, and I actually like the shape of them and stuff. So, oh, thanks. Thank you, Lori. They need to be done, but thank you. Can you still see the pink? We were trying out lipsticks at the store, and I put it on my finger, and it was too much. So then I rubbed it, and this stuff doesn't come off. So it was all over my hands. It's like I am telling you, Cindy, and I still cannot find my red scissors, which then I start searching through everything. Now I'm going to go searching through everything when it's probably staring me in the face. Oh, I think I might see him. Staring me in the face somewhere. If that's it, I'm going to be mad. Nope, that's not it, and that's not it. See, I've got totes, just little cases everywhere, but most of my main ones that I use, I have right here on a shelf in front of me, and I just went through all of them, and it's not there. So, and then I can't concentrate on everything because I'm sitting here doing something, and I'll keep looking around, going, oh, maybe they're right here. Oh, maybe they're right here, and they're not in any of those places. And then I get nothing accomplished. See, like right now, I'm still looking for them like a ding dong because it's gonna drive me crazy because I don't understand where they went. Did anybody do the Peculiar Peeps challenge? That one was fun too. I like that one too because I like peculiar things. Say that word 3 times fast. Peculiar. I'm lucky I can say it 1 time, much less 3 times fast. Yeah, they are literally. I know they're right here. Just can't see them because I think I need to clean. When I can't find things, it's always in my face, right? And I just found 3 of the cases sitting right here on my desk, but they weren't in any of them either. So it's around here somewhere. Well, I need to get organized again because, like I said, I've got quite a few projects going on, and so I have stuff out for every one of those projects. This probably isn't a good way to work, but I've learned I need to step away from one and work on something else, and then step away from another and work on something else. It helps me get more ideas and come back to stuff when I do it that way. Shell, thanks for being my mod, by the way. I see she's the only blue wrench I have in here. Oh no, Jamie's blue too. Oh, that's too funny. I didn't even know Shell was blue. She must have been helping me do something that I made her blue. But anyway, so yeah, ladies, so I'm going to, I wanted to work on some envelopes, but we'll come back and do that. I'll get all this stuff fussy cut out because I know I want to work with the Dusty Florals and the Sometimes. So if you haven't purchased them, go over to Tracie's and check them out. I do want to get going on my next design team project, which that's another project I'm working on. So I'm always got more than one project for something for her going on. So I will be back next week. I promise I won't do anything with any of these. I'm actually going to get all my stuff fussy cut out. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. I'm glad because sometimes, that's important. And we'll work on either the envelopes. I'm sure we're going to use 1 or 2 of the envelopes for the Dusty Florals kit, and then maybe we'll make some envelopes, and I'm going to come up with something really cool for these clocks, because something always comes to me. So, and Tracie is having a sale. Exactly, ladies. That was another thing. I ran over to her shop the other day because I was writing down one of the kits, and I'm like, oh, Tracie's got a sale going on. And then I laughed at myself. Oh, thanks, Laura. Thank you. So, yeah, you ladies have a wonderful night. I appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me and listening to my craziness. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything on my books or anything like that, please just leave me a comment. I may not see it the next day, but I'm trying to get better at keeping up with the comments and stuff like that. But you can always, leave me a message on Messenger or in my group or something as well. So any questions or anything you have, let me know. And Lori, you're going to have to let me know on which one of those things you found. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Oh, thanks, Max. You're welcome, Jamie. Yeah, so you guys girls have a good night. Keep that bell on because you will be seeing more of me. So, and we're going to try and get some things created and get some process videos going and get some journals made and some other things I have ideas for. So have a wonderful night. All of you that are celebrating Father's Day tomorrow, have a wonderful day and enjoy that time with your family. And I will see you all soon. And don't forget to get out there and create something. Good night, ladies. Good night, Joanne.